Hello there, Aries, and welcome to your Oracle messages. But before we get started, Aries, Spirit says your inner fire has been gathering strength in silence. Now the portal opens and courage becomes your compass. So let's take a deeper look at what else Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your timeless Oracle messages for Aries and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. So, Aries, I love that your courage, it's just too perfect. Yeah, your courage is your compass right now. Trust, absolutely trust that you can and you are worthy of embracing the majesty within. And this takes courage to stand in some type of truth, even if we don't have physical evidence just yet. But trust me, Aries, if you look back and also look at your accomplishments, you know you have embraced the majesty within before, and you can do it again now. And hopefully you already are. Now, I do sense strength card coming through with that. So Leo is associated with that strength card. So just take the zodiac signs how you want to. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. I feel too, Aries, that Spirit does not want you to, give into a situation where, it's like, don't give don't give the keys to others to drive you crazy. Did I say that right? Don't give others the keys to drive you crazy. Yes, I was talking about this earlier. Things cannot be revealed, yet have patience, right? And that takes a lot of courage. Spirit says there is some type of soul remembrance here about how ancient and strong your soul really and truly is. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, Aries, there's something that people are noticing about you, and maybe you are also noticing it within yourself, and perhaps, yes, you're seeing people maybe taking a second look at you, or perhaps you are just now coming out of a period of great, maybe even a great crisis or a silent crisis, I would say. You radiate like starlight, seen and felt. There's something that is exuding off of you that people just can't explain. And this is why I was talking about you embracing how strong and rooted and ancient your soul really is, that you do radiate some type of stardom here, okay? So there may be something going on too, where if it's not happening now, you may have people just kind of, being stargaze with you. And that's a positive thing. Embrace that. Again, you may need to just embrace it even in the midst of not being able to see proof in the tangible form. Okay, so we may need to watch out for something. Oh my goodness, it says be aware the situation is turning toxic, or it can. There may be something we may need to watch out for, pride, and no human is immune to it, having to temper or master the pride. But this could also be about others too, of what's going on, and who you may be surrounding by. But let's get a little bit more about this. Be aware. Okay, so what's important for Aries to know about this situation is turning toxic. Be aware. We have to maybe just kind of try to surrender to peace as much as possible. I know it can be challenging, Aries. Be aware the situation is turning toxic. You need to not feel alone in something. I do feel that you need to open up here. Let your friends help you. And some of you, Aries, may be surprised when it comes to who you think may be a rival, or maybe once was a rival. They may end up supporting you. They may end up actually having a lot more respect than you realize. So take that if it resonates. It may not for all of you, but don't feel that you have to be alone or do something alone. Ask for support here. Ask for and accept support from others. You know, there is a sense of having to stand strong in this place of truth, but you don't need a block. Also, maybe some help here. Let's get a little bit more about the friends and people. Maybe it's family too, a mixture of both. Let your friends help you, because something could turn toxic. So yeah, we may need to just get out and do something different here, right? Not ruminate on something, not overthink something here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that you got this. Okay, I can see why. Don't be in so much turmoil. If you are right where spirit needs you to be. Okay? Yes, sometimes it may mean that we have to yield to a higher power. It may mean that we need to yield or sacrifice our own personal gains just so that we can witness what Spirit wants to do for you effortlessly. Because Spirit has already been watching and noticing something growing within you. Okay, let's continue and see what else. Have complete trust in the process. I know, Aries, this can be tough, right? You are coming through some type of completion. You're at the threshold of something new, at a new portal. I mean, what did Spirit say? Now the portal opens and courage becomes your compass. Let's get more about have complete trust in this process. Okay, I was getting some kind of message while I was shuffling too. And I'll tell you what this card says, but there was something about something familiar, something that like once was familiar will become like unfamiliar, but then again familiar. So it's like a transformation and another transfer. It's like it goes through like a two-step transformation process. And I don't know if that's something that's happened to you where, you know, it was like two back-to-back powerful things had happened. Maybe even challenges, right? Not comfortable ones, most likely. But when it comes to feeling denied by something, or maybe we don't even feel seen or appreciated, and this is why Spirit is wanting to confirm for you that you do absolutely radiate like starlight. You are seen and felt. You have to have complete trust when it comes to, you know, a situation where there was just not enough to keep something going. A relationship, right? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So yes, Spirit says that takes a lot of strength to embrace the majesty within, even when, you know, on the surface it may look like rejection, but is it? Because look, Spirit is saying you're right where Spirit needs you to be because you heard the call. You know what? For a moment there, I had to look down because I almost thought I forgot to put my microphone on. And I thought, oh no, do I have to start the reading over? And that's okay if I had to, but you know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you forget like how powerful your voice is. Oh, look at that. Learn how to accept compliments and gifts fully. Okay, now for some of you, Aries, oh, my battery must be running out. Hold on. For some of you, Aries, again, this may be a little difficult to ask for help or to get out a little bit more, or maybe just ask that, you know, say you need some friend time. Okay, these cards are a little bit worn out. They're going through their transformation process and it's taking longer than I thought. But anyhow, that's okay, right? Sometimes it takes a little longer than you think. And so, yes, you need to learn how to accept, again, because some of you, it may be hard because you want to do everything on your own or maybe, you know, trust issues. But I feel that you are, you know, a very young and free-spirited soul and energy anyways, because you are Aries, okay? This is you are the first fire, the first spark here. So let your friends help you. Allow yourself to fall back into your emotions too when it comes to a nice exchange, okay, with another and others, friends, family, or whoever, pets, whatever you have right now, whoever. Let's continue. You do need to clear your energy, okay? So this is that energy that could be toxic. You might be feeling the energy strings and pulls or cords of others. So make sure that you are taking time to clear your energy. You know, you can do it by prayer. You can do it by meditation. You could do it by music. I want to get a little bit, oh, Spirit wants to show me something. You could do it by getting back into your passions. You know, it's like, even that fire that you naturally carry, you know, you call it into existence and it can burn and purify, you know, maybe these lingering energies that are around you or in your aura. So just allow yourself to, you know, have fun as much as possible, even when it could be challenging, right? Because you're inviting some type of new spark in life here. And it could be, yes, with another here, but most importantly, you're sparking something by your own natural abilities here. Because I do feel that you have heard some type of profound call, and there's something that's helping you not give up. And that's by design. Okay, you're going to have a honeymoon period. Are you in this right now? Because if you are, you know, you may be struggling a little bit to be in the present moment because the past or something like past energy wants to maybe, you know, have you questioning about a new beginning or a more tranquil life or peaceful life. Gosh, I can't talk. So yes, there may be something about enjoying a honeymoon period, right, with someone too. But you are being asked to clear your energy, allow yourself to surrender to the flow of life as much as possible. It's like you clear your energy and we have a clearing here, right? Spirit can navigate effortlessly through your own vessel. Okay, let's continue and see what else. You are a wise leader and a student of life. You know, you keep on learning and not giving into situations or things that may want to try to dim your, you know, thirst for not only life, but knowledge, leadership. See, this is why you're in this like star position, which is also associated with Aquarius. And we do have fire sign, air sign coming through. We do have some double energy, but that's, you know, that's okay. It is what it is. That's also associated with Capricorn very soon. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So we could just practice getting clear about what we don't want, right? But not think of it so much that it starts to take root. We want to get clear right now about being in the flow. Clearly decide right now, Aries, that you're in this honeymoon period with yourself and spirit and the universe. And yes, if you can enjoy some time with someone important with you, do that. Whether it's love or a friend, I mean, that's still love, but you know, if those are seeking love, you know, we got to start with somewhere, right? We got to make ourselves in rhythm of that, and that includes being with another here. But you are going to enjoy a honeymoon period. This is what you have to look forward to. going in the direction that you were always meant to go. But this time around, we're not having to be in the driver's seat so much where we feel exhausted. You're finding that, or maybe you already have found that, that tune, or that navigation between you and spirit. Because yeah, you went through a tune-up. Oh my gosh, I'm just seeing you kind of like a vehicle right now, as like a car. But yes, your body is a vehicle, right? Your spirit is always everlasting, eternal. But it's like you went through a tune-up. All right. Look at that. Yes, your balance. Oh my gosh, I was just talking about a vehicle, which the vehicle also represents the chariot. Chariot is about balance, mastery of balance. Also, you know, claiming what's rightfully yours. And yeah, there may be recognition, fame with that. Don't let it get to your head. Okay, I don't know why I want to say that, but it's, you know, enjoy the limelight, but you know, we can do things maybe in humility, right? Because I feel that a lot of you have already kind of felt the brunt of maybe, you know, being there and showing something, right, about you, maybe your brains, or maybe something you've attained, or something that just who you are. But the thing is you're not discovering what others think about you. In fact, what others think about you is none of your business, and nor do you care. Again, you're doing you. You are king or queen of wands by nature, okay? That means you're representing raw, natural authenticity. You too, like Gemini, are creating a new archetype. This is why it's like you're burning your own trail. And it's why you may feel like you don't have a security safety net, but you do. I'm here to remind you that the unseen speaks. The unseen is showing you that you have safety net with the unseen. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Get your net ready. This is what Spirit is saying. It's like, get your net ready for your harvest. Is your net out and ready to catch what you are meant to catch? Because that's exactly what I'm seeing. Whether you get engaged or not, you're engaging in life on a whole other level. Your love life and you yourself have ascended to a higher level of commitment because you went to a higher level of consciousness. You didn't stop listening to a part of you that is connected to Spirit always. Keep an open mind. Could be hard, I know. It can be very hard. Because, you know, sometimes we get a little picky, or maybe we just get a little impatient, or we get a little confused. We don't know what we want, right? But keep an open mind, especially when it comes to soulmate or soulmates, right? Friends, family, a lover. Take what resonates for you. Most likely it's going to be a combination. Anyhow, I do see something about love here. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. See, this is why we need to be aware of maybe being too rigid in an idea or a situation, right? Sometimes we just have to be reminded it doesn't need to be so hard. We don't need to think too hard or do too much. Just keep being yourself, Aries. Spirit just loves that about you. I mean, yes, your inner, just like Spirit said at the beginning here, that channel message, your inner fire has been gathering strength in silence. And this is the new portal. You're going to be embracing the majesty within like never before. And I would say that you will be a force to reckon with, and you may even raise the bar so high in an area of your life. It may be a long time before another can break it. You may also resonate with the last SOS reading. The link or the video link is in the description. You're calling in your soul, tribe, family, and yes, a lover, for those that resonate with that, because there's a strong presence here of a soulmate and soulmates that are surrounding you that do love you. I can see it in the ether here. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is why we have to keep an open mind. We gotta call in too, help sometimes to show us where can we be a little bit more open. You know, what is the universe trying to show you? Because what you seek is seeking you. Let's continue. To recapture romance, or just to recapture a playful time, being lighthearted, right? Or just light. You got to allow your youthful spirit of fun to shine. I just see the like Page of Wands here, which is also you embracing that beginning of an innocent part of yourself here and how you want it to carry forward to maturity. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's, you know, some type of new cause or some type of new passion, you're carrying this with you and you get to do what you want with it. Again, you get to see it grow from infancy. Well, it's really not at infancy. It's more like at a tween in between that whatever, adolescent and teen stage here. And then you get to see it grow to maturity here. So we've got to try to do something here with engaging a little bit more somehow. We've got to weave this into your life if you're not doing this just yet. And you most likely you're already picking this up. You're already in tune with what you got to do, because I do see you not only sitting in your King or Queen of Wands position, like that Strength card 2 position, but I see you in the High Priestess, which is silent confidence here. Knowing when to speak, knowing when to move, just at the right time. And the other thing about that is what's happening, and what has been happening, is you've been witnessing things behind the scenes. You've been watching others when others don't even know you're watching. That is so funny. That's very High Priestess. So you're watching what's coming, and you're trying to, by design, whether you're aware of it or not, but a lot of you may be, you're translating something here from the universe and how the universe is speaking to you. And yes, your love life and your passions are all influenced by your religious upbringing or your spiritual path or your own sovereignty, or maybe your own gospel. But it is, you know, a factor here. And this is why Spirit is saying, you're aligned right now. Trust. You do wear a crown of victory, even if others don't see it, recognize it, or even appreciate it just yet. They will. Love yourself first. Okay, and the other thing about this religious factors card, I mean, take the religious thing how you want to, because really it's not about making things a religion. You make your own. I mean, you are your own religion. But anyhow, love yourself first, right? And Spirit is saying, Spirit is showing you the way here too. Be open to maybe relaxing when it comes to trying to take the lead too much, because Spirit is saying you're learning the lay of the land here. And Spirit is showing you the way. And take some time to, you know, love yourself, right? And we can all do this. We all need to. It's not something that, you know, I feel everyone gets to learn or get to even have the time to do it, but you need to. You have to, right? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This is what you've been doing. Let's get a little bit more about love yourself. When you love yourself and you tend to yourself, you will also be able to get clear here about something here. You your situation is destined to improve. We're talking about the star kind of starlight energy card, or the star card here. Yeah, your situation is destined to improve. It's destined. Look at the scroll. Hello. Hello. You hold the scroll. You are the walking scroll. Oh my God, you're the walking scroll. Every moment is being imprinted into the scroll. Oh my God, you are the scroll. Yes, and the situation has expired, that unrequited love. Now, this could be something too, where you just, maybe you or whoever, there's just not enough to keep something going. If it's not a relationship, it's a relationship with something that mattered to you. But yes, a lot of you will resonate with that, right? Fresh is available, and we were just talking about that Page of Wands earlier. That's a new beginning. You are putting the pieces of the puzzle together and seeing the situation accurately, or seeing the picture. I was looking at the eye here. See, you have the gift. See, this is why I was getting you being in the High Priestess. I just feel that you're just noticing things where others don't notice, and you're starting to put things together here, and you're just kind of staying silent. And you're calling in things and summoning things silently too. So yeah, love yourself. All right. And the more you love yourself, the more things start coming together. Now, doesn't that make sense? Because you're not, it's like, especially when you felt like maybe you fell apart and you're putting yourself back together, like it's like, think of yourself as that puzzle. You literally that puzzle, and then like it all got broken up, right? You thought it was all coming together and it got all broken up, and now we're putting it back together. You're putting yourself together here. So when you do that, you're able to see the picture. You love yourself. It all comes together naturally. And then Spirit says, and you're going to wonder why you were freaking out this whole time. Look at that, freaking out this whole time. Free yourself. I know, Aries. Music, shift. I mean, I see you having to be the spiritual ninja. Okay, you're gonna have to be a ninja. All right, and what I mean by that, you got to be quick. It's almost like you are the lotus. You notice lotus. They move very slow, right? Very precise. But at that exact moment, it's just like a ninja. Slow, precise, quiet, and whoo, they get in there. And so you got to be a ninja with your own mind, your own boundaries too, because I see that you do have something firing you up that is important. You feel like the reason why you're losing a little bit of energy is because I feel you've been protecting something sacred, and that's a worthy cause. But Spirit wants you to know that Spirit's got it taken care of for you. Now, Spirit wants you to gobble up some knowledge here by experiencing, not by just books or writing or the computer. Go out and experience things, because life is your teacher, And you pick up on things that others don't pick up on, but you do get, we all do. Yes, don't worry, Aries, you're not the only one. But, try not to overdo it with too much, right? Getting enmeshed in too much detail or information, or trying to figure out the future, because we don't need, to be stalled here. Too much input stalls your path. Okay, let's get a little bit more about that, because we have this whole thing about it's time to take control of your life for yourself. Oh, Spirit's like, I got you, Aries. Don't worry, Spirit sees. Literally, Spirit sees and appreciate your efforts. Oh my goodness, look at that. And I did tell you that these cards are transforming into this, because look at look at that. Spirit's eyes are on you, even when you don't feel noticed or appreciated. You are. So relax. Spirit gives you the information you need right when you need it. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, you are ascending to higher levels of consciousness. We were just talking about this. This is why you've accessed, okay, you've accessed a higher level of commitment, a higher level contract with spirit, which means higher levels of leadership, reward, and yes, a sense of responsibility, but you're built for that. I mean, come on, Aries. I see you as in the Emperor position now, which is, you know, Aries, and rightfully so. You're owning your throne, even if some of you felt like you got knocked down. And this isn't to, you know, put you on a thing where you're like, oh, yay. I mean, it's okay to have a good sense of pride for yourself. It is okay. You're rewriting something too, and it could be something romantic. You're rewriting like your own love story. And you also are rewriting something with the scrolls here with your destiny. So explore your feelings. Take time to explore your feelings, yourself. Go watch and observe others. Hang out with a good friend or two or whatever. If you can. I hope you can do something, right? But Spirit is saying, you know, you might be feeling like you're getting denied, or maybe you're questioning it. Don't. When the time comes and you can explore your feelings, do it. Because there is something romantic stirring in with, you know, in with you. And so there may be, I was talking about music, so maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something with like romantic music or healing music, you know, manifesting music. Take your pick. Because what you're doing is just trying to bombard yourself, shield yourself with high frequency music, affirmations, energy, so that the outside noise doesn't try to bombard you too much. And you might be already feeling, you know, like you want to distance yourself from, you know, a faster paced kind of world, or maybe just things that are just too much, you know? It's like, okay, I've had enough of that. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Aries, you are protected. Let me make sure these. So this one came out in reverse. You might even be feeling challenged by this. Okay, Aries, this is no joke. The fact that you got both of the eyes here, I mean, literally, Spirit is watching you. Both eyes here. Protected, guided, move boldly, Aries. This is you so in your Emperor energy, okay? We don't have tarot, but, you know, I mean, we do have tarot. They're mixed in here energetically, but Aries, Emperor, is associated with your zodiac sign. Oh my goodness. You don't need to question something, or maybe ask for opinions, or, you know, maybe there's something else that's got you like hooked, right? You know, we have to also be careful of the things that we, you know, watch. You know, all these things are, we especially social media can, you know, and I know you know this too, or you sense this, where we got to be careful of the constant clicking and scrolling on the screen, you know, all of that. I mean, what did I just tell you? You are the walking scroll or something like that. This could be the one you have met, or you're about to meet. One that completes something. And I don't like saying that like you need someone to complete you, but it just will, it's an addition to what you already knew you were worthy of, that you already knew you were calling in. So you don't have to seek any further. In fact, Spirit says you don't have to seek. You just have to trust that your prayers have been heard. It's happening at the right time. Yep, there is a strong magnetic attraction here. See, what you're seeking is already seeking you. The pull is too strong. This is why something already fizzled out. What else? And you will be getting to know each other here. Now, you may be wanting to get to know yourself too, but as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This could also be about the people in your life right now, friends, family, but let's get a little bit more about getting to know each other. Yeah, I feel that we are going to be exploring intimacy at a different level here, because it just can't go the other way when you've already ascended to a higher level of consciousness. Okay. Aries, you do need to watch out for some snakes here. Spirit wants you to get to know or make room to get know. If you don't have the person to get to know yet, you got to make the room first, but you do need to be cautious of someone that may want to drain your energy, your resources inside and out. So be careful, because it says pay attention to the snakes entering your garden. Now, what I also get is if someone's asking you a lot of questions and you start to get red flags, this could be most likely someone you already know. I feel like you have to just distance yourself from them, or just don't say much, right? Just know what they're up to. Wow. Let's get a little bit more about that too. Okay, and you do need to create a financial, see, this is, I feel like you're just in your emperor position. Create a financial plan and budget and act on it, right? We got to act right now. Don't avoid things. Something is not going to repeat itself because you're stopping it right in its track. So yes, I was just talking about inner and outer resources. When they drain your spirit, you'll know. Those are the snakes that are trying to enter your garden, because you radiate this. Of course, it's juicy. It's yummy. Now, you don't have to be as scared of it, and this is why I was picking up that devil energy. You don't have to be scared of it. And I know you're not, but some of you don't want to be like, oh my gosh. You don't need to go through life going, oh my God, I got to wear a bubble. I got to have a bubble. No, spirit is your bubble. Actually, you are the bubble. Okay. So I would, okay, yes, I would be cautious. Try to listen more, speak less right now, especially if you are, not yet comfortable with sharing things. Because I do feel we may have kind of like a Page of Swords energy, like prying eyes, someone who wants to get information, asks stupid ass questions that just are only going to aggravate you, because it's nosy questions. They try to do it in a roundabout way, and you're like, bro, no, listen how I'm talking. That's because I have a son, so sometimes I just have to say bro to my son. I got to talk his language, Anyhow, let's continue and see. We got making the effort, and we got some children here. So great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. What is the first step? Or show us something here. You may need to take a step out of something different and do something different. Let's see. Okay, yeah, forgive and learn. Oof, yeah, that can be a hard one. We gotta release what's maybe holding in your heart or your mind. And it does take time, okay? There's no set time, but Spirit is letting you know that you're washing this away. You're helping others release their own burdens too, and you've done a wonderful job. This is why Spirit sees and appreciates your efforts, because you've been doing healing work, that goes beyond just this lifetime. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. My goodness, I know this really does take effort, because there are so many things in life that we can feel anchored by. And Spirit doesn't want you to feel anchored, okay? Spirit wants to move that boat. Let's continue and see. So yes, you're gonna have to be a ninja sometimes. But it's gonna be worth it, Aries. Trust me. So give your partnership with Spirit a chance here, okay? Now, some of you, you may need to give someone a chance. That's only gonna resonate for those ones that are, you know, already maybe involved with someone here right now. But work on your partnership. Love yourself first, Aries. I know this can sound like a cliche, or it can sound a little like corny or general, but the thing is when you do so much for other people because you are Aries, and sometimes, yes, Aries are stubborn, you need to be reminded that you have to do what you do for others to yourself. Do what you do for others for you. Because the truth is, Aries, sometimes people really don't give a damn about your time. They're on their own time. You're on divine time, and you do give a damn about your time. I don't know why I'm coming out like that, strong like that, but anyhow, you deserve love too, and you are lovable. Okay, so Cupid's arrow is about to strike. I mean, you're on target for something that is very true. It's raw, it's authentic. You just have to remind yourself how lovable you are. You just have standards where others don't. That makes a big difference, especially in a world where so many people are looking at others and trying to follow their footsteps. You're not that. So yes, your experience in life, love, and even work or projects are on a completely different level. It's not conventional. And even if it is, you make it unconventional in some unique way. You do need to be apart from people or this person or something to create love in your own soul right now, because really it's not you giving love to yourself. It's you're allowing when you do when you give to yourself how you give to others, you're actually mimicking Spirit. Spirit is filling your cup up, but it's through your movements. So don't worry when you've had a bad, a time of separation and heartbreak. It's setting you up for a better situation later on. But there is a reason why that we have to be separated. Let's get a little bit more about the reason for this period of being apart from that which maybe we long for. Let's not put it on a person right now, because we don't need more like devil type of obsession energy if that's the case, okay? But let's get a little bit more about the separation here. Oh yeah, wow. So something new could be born, because you cannot deny something about your soul seed that has already been activated. You're unfolding into your own destiny. This is the point where history is made and destiny is born. Your destiny. Look, the scroll. Look at that. You're the walking script here. What else? And it is safe for you to love. Aries, you've been burned and you've been hurt in love. You've watched people around you be most likely restricted by some type of full love here. But anyhow, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that starts, love starts with self, right? And it starts with where we're at in our environment. So, start with the small things. But when the time is right, and if it is right now, Spirit wants you to just give into that energy, because you have been praying. But there will be hesitation for a lot of you, Aries, because Spirit has shown me the 8 of Swords. You're going to be, you may need to watch out of letting your mind, or being in the mind too much, where you're going the opposite of what you've been naturally born with, which is natural instincts. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, you got new love stirring up here. Trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. Okay. Spirit knows your trust has been tested. Okay. But don't give up right before the miracle occurs here, because there is a new fulfillment, something that will rejuvenate not just your love life, but it's going to rejuvenate you at a soul level. So someone will stir your romantic feelings. A new love is entering. This is the portal. What else? Nope, that is actually it. Okay, so Aries, let's find out how Spirit is currently helping you that you need to be aware of. How is Spirit currently helping Aries? Reconciliation. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, we got someone from the past is returning to your life. Okay, reconciliation. Let's get more about that. This is how Spirit is helping. What's going on with this reconciliation for how Spirit is helping? This is where we get to really dissolve the past hardships and memories. And then what I see is you're going to be imprinting new lovely memories to take hold and root. You're going to be reconciled. Okay, this is so good. You are, okay, Spirit is helping you reconcile, yeah, with someone from the past, but also money, your career, or projects, right? Maybe where we felt a little out of integrity or out of balance. Time, schedule, money, resources. It's all coming back full circle for you to get it to a place where you know you can tend to, right? Spirit knows that you've learned a lesson here. All right, now, before we end the reading, let's find out what dream is coming true for you, Aries, that you can count on. A dream that's coming true for Aries. Okay, you are actualizing something, and spiritual aid is accelerating. Stay alert. This is a side note to the signs. Okay, so Aries, the dream that's coming true is seeing something unfold within your own soul's destiny into perfection. You get to be in the blossoming stage of actualizing something that is natural for you. So yeah, just like a flower, you have activated and are unfolding into your own destiny. This is your dream come true, because your dreams are, what you're doing is you're carving dreams out that are not yet born. Let's just get one more for a dream come true. You were chosen to lead. Trust your power. So a dream position in life where you are respected, honored, and appreciated. That's your dream that's coming true. On top of a bunch of others. All right, love and light. Take care.